All right, y'all. We've had a amazing podcast tonight. We have touched on a lot of real life subjects, and
No, it was pretty deep. It was pretty deep tonight, bro.
it's pretty much how we go anymore, man. Every time we have a podcast, we always go pretty deep. It's one of the things that I think that you and I both appreciate the most from one another is the fact that every time we think we got that one person to that layer, there's always another layer that we don't know about. And that's what I'm talking about. Like you and I each have those layers. Um, it's it's been so awesome. It's been honestly one of the true honors of my life lately. And I thank you for it, man.
Hey,
Thank
no
you for
problem,
it.
brother.
So my final thought tonight, I'm going to take it out, and
You think
everyone's going to
go right
close it.
ahead, brother?
So my final thought for the night is, um, you know, stop trying to measure yourself based off of societal standards. Find a true love and a true peace yourself. And if you can't do that, then do not crucify other people for not being able to do it for you. Love yourself first. Take care of yourselves and each other.
I like that. That's good. Well, well, listeners, subscribers, supporters. Once again, we're here to wrap up another Sunday early morning session like we normally do. We did have some technical difficulties, but if you really think about it, it's kind of like how life is. Uh, you're going to have some technical difficulties in life that's going to make you have to restart and resend out that link to go forward. But the main thing is, as long as you don't give up, we as people, we tend to try to give up. We give up after the first time or the second time, the third time, sometimes even the fourth time. But you have to keep on going. And once you realize that you got to keep on going and not give up, things will eventually work out. That's the same way with people. You know, sometimes people say, well, I'm just going to give up on that person. Don't give up on them because you never know when it might click with that person or with that thing or whatever the case is. But a lot of things is too, don't give up on yourself. So like Professor X has said before, you know, if you are going through a situation you need somebody to talk to, don't hesitate to get a hold of one of us. We're on Facebook. I put links in the description. Or still say no on this podcast. But I will just don't hesitate. You're valuable more than you think you are. You're a very valuable person, and we appreciate you for taking time to listen to us. And Jake, I appreciate you being a co-host on the Keep the Real podcast with Big Boy Live.
Good night, my brother.
And brother, that's right, everybody. Thank you for listening into the podcast. This is your boy, Big Boy. This podcast is brought to you and sponsored by Terra Jersey Enterprise. Terra Jersey Enterprise will hook you up with some custom shirts. Also, Terra Jersey Photography, capturing your moments of today to make them last for a lifetime. But like I said, this podcast is brought to you by Terra Jersey Enterprise.
Orderly. What's up? Is this any better?
Oh, I can hear you loud and clear, like a pin dropping in a library.
Oh, that's real quiet.
Well, you know what time it is, right?
Oh, I seem to have lost my watch. Can you tell me what the time is, sir?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Big Boy Podcast. We're keeping it real with Big Boy Live with the one, the only. Let's get ready to rumble, Professor Ed.
Oh, you in good rare form tonight. Well,
Yeah, just
I'm gonna kick everything off by some news. A few hours ago, after 40 days of being retired, Tom Brady is returning to the NFL as the quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Called it.
yeah. Yeah.
That's not how I want to take the show off. I was just throwing out the initial headline. You go ahead and take off first topic, bro.
Yeah.
Because I just shook my head. I was like, I think for the first time in 22 years, I'm going to experience my first season of football coming up with no Tom Brady. And he goes, nope, wrong again.
Not, ha ha ha, not today. Ha ha ha. No, today was my first day off in 13 days,
Oh,
and I got to see my niece for the first time.
yeah.
We had a family dinner because my sister's birthday is in 2 days, so we had a little family dinner and seen the baby and held the baby and all that good stuff, and came home and did my pre-podcasting nap like I always do, and here I am.
Well, that's funny that you should mention getting to see your niece for the first time. I had the similar experience the last few days, man. I just sent you a picture so you could see. But yeah, dude, first time, 4 months old, first time getting to meet her, and man, these last few days were good to me and my soul.
Yeah, that's good, man. I can deal with Scott all by myself.
Do what?
I had to deal with your supervisor all by myself.
Well, it's a good thing that you got your big boy tight pants on.
Now you can tell, like you can tell, like how you said, you can tell, like people, you can tell when I'm not around at work. How everybody's asking about me, or how the atmosphere kind of changes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can same way with you. Like other chaos out there.
Yeah. I had a few of my work friends text me and tell me I'm never allowed to talk again.
It was like literally other chaos out there. Yeah. So, Mr. Jake Wade, I have a juicy topic today.
I'm sorry, say that again. You cut out. You juicy topic and what?
So I'm kind of frisky. So let's talk about something good.
Oh. All right. Well, when you're feeling kind of frisky and you want to talk about something good, I always topic because that's how I know how to follow up that argument.
Oh,
So
you
you
know,
go
I just cracked open my Black Rifle rich mocha coffee drink. So yeah, I'm gonna be riled up in here in a little bit. You know my razzle dazzle on. My razzle dazzle.
He said, give them the old razzle dazzle. Chicago, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, all you got to do is just stand up and raise your hand because there we are, one and I, on the Big Boy Podcast Live. Hey. You know what? I don't want to talk about. I want to talk about music, man. Cause I feel like music. I mean, we done this before. We talked about music before, but I don't think music gets the credit that it deserves. So, first segment, we're gonna talk about music. How about that? How's that sound?
I mean, yeah, that sounds fantastic. Yeah, you're right. We've touched on music. I only think maybe once before.
Yeah.
You know, we've had several musical moments throughout the rest of the podcast. We've had several musical references. We've had several musical encounters. But yeah, to actually dive into it, man, you're getting into my wheelhouse right now. You know, I love music more than I love sports, and I love sports more than anything.
Well, you know, that is true. No, just kind of funny how it's funny how like certain situations like always pop up to a perfect song for the occasion.
Yeah, I mean,
Like what?
that's true. Man, as dumb as this is probably going to sound, I believe that set to a set music of playlists. I'm just saying.
Like you have the Jake Wade playlist and the Big
No,
Boy
like
playlist.
Like some alien civilization somewhere is watching our lives live. You know, oh, it's reality TV over there, and there is a musical soundtrack that is set to each one of our lives. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, you know, the first part of the morning, you know, my soundtrack starts out like this. Lonely, lonely, I have nobody to call my own. Hey, Max. Hey, Queen. Hey, buddy. Let me tell you about my best friends in the world. Yeah.
And you know, not slightly far off away from you, the soundtrack of my day every day starts off as it's just one of those days when you don't want to wake up. Everything is fucked and everybody sucks.
And then when I get ready for work and stuff, when I walk out the door, I hear this song. I don't feel like doing anything. I just want to lay in the bed.
Yeah. And then me, whenever I walk through the doors at work, it goes, these are the days of our lives. Struggling, hustling, thugging forever.
Forever.
Yeah, these are the days of our lives. Soap opera and a great song rolled into one and into work every day.
And then when someone comes back there to see us for, you know, something, I'm like, what do you want? 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 You know, then when I go out there and someone's in the way, I'm like, move! Get out the way! Get out the way!
He said, I'm doing 100 on the highway. So if you do the speed limit, stay the
right way. And then when I take a bad part, I take a bad part out to a certain line, I just want to say, ooh, I just want to smack you upside your head because mama said to knock you out.
Oh,
Pew, 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 pew. Shots fired.
They say every time they turn the corner with one sitting on the cart, I look up and I go, bump, bump, bump. Another one bites the dust. Bump, bump, bump.
Another one bites the dust.
And another kick out, and another kick out. Another one bites the dust. Ah. Hey, you fucked this up. Another one bites the dust. Ah.
It's so true.
Right? That's exactly what I hear. I'm like, I'm sitting there going, exactly what you said. Lonely. I'm so lonely. I am nobody.
Come my own. I'm so lonely.
That's what I'm saying. Like that, that's what I was referring to, and you picked up on that. Amazing, though. Like seriously, it's that type of narration. I feel like we live each day of our lives with an unknown musical, soundtrack that's attached to each one of us. I think a lot of it has to do with our upbringing and what we know and what we have become accustomed to and everything like that. But I also think that when you get
That's how it
there,
is, though.
I think when you get the choice to have the power of like your own personal favorites, I think it just makes it all better. What do you think about that?
Like literally, that's how it is. Though. I mean, like, and then if I have to, of course, we have a song, have a situation where it's like you don't agree with someone on something. You're like, I'm trying to tell you, ooh, this black spot's too big. You gotta believe me. It's over. You. That's funny. Kind of is, though. I mean, life is.
All right, but you threw up the music topic. You said let's talk about music. So, why don't we each several different genres of music. Why don't we break down our top 5 playlist? What do you think about that?
No, repeat that again, brother.
I said we each know a lot of different genres of music. You threw out the music topic. I said, why don't we throw out each one of our playlists by different genres? Top 5.
Well,
If you don't
that's the thing about, I mean, for
if you don't want to,
so for genres to say for top 5, like country music, I've always loved Montgomery Gentry, Tattoos and Scars, where I come from, Zach Brown Band, All Right, Chicken Fried, and then that Brittany Gilbert song, "A Hell of an Amen." I like those songs.
well, you got 2 more. I said let's throw a top 5. Or did you pick songs as 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tattoos and Scars, and Where I Come From.
Okay, so that was 4. You got 1 more.
Chicken Fried and All Right by Zach Brown Band.
Okay. All right. Well,
Now, if I had to pick a honorable mention song, it'd be Highway 20 Ride. That's a good one too.
yeah, absolutely. So I'm I think I'll just list my 5 favorite country songs because I could break this down into 17 different categories. The way my brain works. But I would say my 5, Neon Moon by Brooks and Dunn. The Chair by George Strait. Midnight in Montgomery, Alan Jackson. Dixieland Delight, Alabama. And I would have to say probably Callin' Baton Rouge by Garth Brooks as number 1.
All right. Now this next genre, you gotta start off at the all-time debate, okay? This next genre. So when it comes to hip hop and rap, who's best? East Coast or West Coast? I knew it. You get shook up on that one. All shook up.
Yeah, but that's because you know my age. You know what I grew up with. Like I grew up in the middle of that shit. I'm sorry, stuff getting heated. Like I know,
man. I know you're like 50 years old, dude.
I know. I'm like 65 and a half.
Yeah, you look like too.
No, I mean, you know me. You know where I'm going. West Coast.
Brother, I cannot agree anymore with you. Like, it's so crazy that we're talking about this because, like, you know, like one of my employees, well, not my employee, but the other company employees, she wears an Ice Cube shirt, and I always I was never really a fan of Ice Cube. I mean, I like Ice Cube. I just like, I mean, I like his music. Don't get me wrong, but when I was younger, I was like, why is he so mad for? He's so mad.
Right.
And it's like,
but did you figure out why he was so mad?
Because he's in where he was from in that time era and all that stuff. But I like it now.
He was the conduit for hatred, bro. Everybody funneled stuff into him because he had a voice and he let it out.
Right.
I love Ice Cube, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But when I was younger, you know, it was like, you know, the NWA and the Tupac and Dr. Dre and then, you know, like those artists and stuff. And then Ice Cube was kind of like, God, he kind of scares me. It's like, I'm gonna kill you right now. I'm gonna bust your cat bill. I'm gonna put your back. I'm gonna make you shout. I mean, something like that. Like, why is he yelling at me for? I'm scared of you.
Have you noticed he sounds like a pissed off LL Cool J?
I know. It's like literally. I'm like, am I listening to BET or am I listening to BET After Dark? I mean, like, I'm getting scared.
Am I listening to BET or am I listening to BET 5.0? Bro,
I listen to Ice Cube and I'm automatically turned gangster.
Right. Me too.
Until I walk outside and I'm like, okay, that was quick.
Nah, when I'm in the safety of my house and fuck the police comes on, I'm a motherfucking gangster.
Man, I'm walking. Man, man, I mean, look, bro. I mean, listening to that while I'm playing Grand Theft Auto, like running around. Oh, I see you, cop! I see you, cop! Pow! Smack you around. I mean, yo, no, it's funny though, bro. It's so funny though because I tell my CJ, I told you the black rifle's kicking in. Can you tell?
Yeah. I hear you kind of going here and there and everywhere, but I'm following you. I get you. I'm right here.
But it's like I told my supervisor, I was like, you know what, man? Back in the when I was younger and stuff, and I got mad at work, I go home, I play Grand Theft Auto. That's how I release my anger.
I got mad at work. I went home and I beat the hell out of a hooker with a baseball bat.
Hey.
Grand Theft Auto, man. Grand Theft Auto. It's socially acceptable there.
I be at work, man. I be so mad at people. I'm like, you know what?
Hey, look, you ain't gotta convince. The same thing on Vice City, so it's okay. GTA Vice City and GTA 3 were my GTA games, and I took my frustrations out the same way.
Bro, I be at home. Bro, I be at home. I be at work and I say, you know what? Oh, okay. Okay, buddy, you wait. I'm thinking in my head, like, you wait. When I get home, I'm gonna go on Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and I'm gonna light somebody up. Oh my gosh. But hey man, we're in 20 minutes in this thing. Let's do a quick commercial break. But before we head off of this, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Everybody out in the podcast world, all the listeners, appreciate you for all the support. If you're listening, keep on sharing the podcast. Keep on up. There will be links in the description. You know, this podcast will always be brought to you by Terra Jersey Enterprises, Terra Jersey Photography, capturing your moments one frame at a time, and also the newest Terra Jersey Fits, custom shirts, custom apparel brought to you. And we will see you in a quick, fast second.
He said, "Oh,
Yeah, man, that was a good commercial break, brother.
well, let's pick up where we left off."
Oh gosh! Whoa! Oh my God! Oh my God! Is that Chef?
What up?
What in the world is going on right now? I've just hold on, Ashton Kutcher. Where are you at? Am I being punked?
That's the man. That's the legend. That's Chef. He's the one. He's the one that will make it feel good. He will fill your belly up.
Whoa. I mean, you're right.
I mean, let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real.
Yeah, real talk.
Best way to anybody's heart is through what, Chef?
Their belly.
Mm-hmm.
So Chef, since you made a surprise appearance, we were talking about your favorite music, top 5 in your genre. Now, we both did country, and we got into the hip hop as far as who was better, East Coast or West Coast. So, Mr. Chef, what about you, brother?
Hold on. Before you even answer, Chef, I think we need to go back to the country category because Chef's pretty country.
Okay, yeah.
hey, hold on. She broke my heart, so I broke her jaw.
And that's exactly right. That is my heart song right there.
I just see Chef, and every time I see him, I hear the Andy Griffith theme song playing. I'm like, okay, I got you.
Yeah. And you're not wrong.
But go ahead, Chef. What top five songs? Who you got?
All right, top just of any sort of category, just top 5 songs.
Country.
Oh, okay. Let's see. In no specific order, we're just gonna top 5 songs. "Baby I Am" by Dalton Dover.
Okay.
Oh hell, I forget who sings this one.
What's the song, Chef?
Oh, "When I Get Where I'm Going." I believe that's Brad Paisley.
Okay.
I like Brad Paisley.
Oh, who doesn't?
Well, I've met a few psychopaths out there. Man, Oh, this is tough. This is tough.
Like you said, you're allowed five main choices and
Right.
one honorable mention. So
5 main choices and 1 honorable mention. Made by Spencer Crandall.
Okay.
That's 3. Old Blue Chair, Kenny Chesney.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the 5th one, man.
oh shoot, you getting stumped out there, brother?
All right, hold on. Let me do this then. While you got question marks above your head. Let me make this a little bit more interesting for both of you. Favorite country songs, but the ones that every time you hear them, they just make you feel good.
Oh,
you feel,
bro.
Amazed by Lone Star.
Okay. All right. Lady, hold on. I don't want to steal your thunder, big boy, but I got to do this. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, he is taken.
Well, you know, whenever I hear this song, it makes me feel so good inside. And that is you ready for it? That's Get Your Shine On by Florida Georgia Line and Mr. Help me out here. What's his name? God, I had it on my head, on my tongue. Shoot. What's his name, dude? Come on, guys.
I know the song you're talking about. I can't remember the other person that's in the video.
It's like, we stick to our guns. We love who we love, and we want to have fun. And because on the Mondays, we pray on the Sunday, pass it around like we do, but one day, this is how we roll. Who sings that part? Some people like them, some people like them, some people don't.
Oh, Luke Bryan.
Luke Bryan, there you go. Yes. I like Florida. I like Florida Georgia Line. They're a good group. They first came out, and it's kind of like, okay. But I like Florida Georgia Line. They're pretty good.
They're not bad.
I think I have a question for y'all. Have you ever heard of Cadillac 3?
What'd you say?
Cadillac 3.
Are you there, big boy?
Yeah. Now, you ever heard of Cadillac 3?
No.
Yeah, check them out. Check out Cadillac 3. They're good. They're like a country rock type group. They're real good too. They actually they were in Terre Haute long time ago when they had that concert at the Homeless Center with Jake Owen, Eli Young Band was there.
Okay.
It was Cadillac 3. Cadillac 3 started off the show, and then it was Eli Young Band, and then Jake Owen was of course the main attraction. If you ever get a chance, check out Cadillac 3. They're more like a country rock type deal.
Okay.
All right. So I would have to say my number one feel good country song would be "Ain't Going Down Till the Sun Comes Up" by Garth.
Not a bad.
I like Garth Brooks.
Yeah, but it just one that kind of gets me hyped, kind of gets the feelings churning and everything like that. I would have to say that's I would have to say, as far as country songs go, that's one of the best ones to get hyped to.
Well, you can't forget I got friends in places, people Oh, good.
just say watermelon, bro. It sounds better than no word.
Hey, I like watermelon. Hey, no race intended, okay?
So is it fair to say you like the song Watermelon Crawl?
I
never
do.
heard of it. Now you want to hear a funny story though. So I'm in my truck. Me and my buddy Don. You probably may have heard him on previous episodes of Two Guys and a Beer. Check those out too. But this one day I was with him, we were hanging out, and we were driving behind this truck that had a bunch of watermelons out, and these watermelons fell out in the road. And then my buddy asked me, asked me if I was okay. And I looked at him, and I had the Michael Jordan tear face going on because I seen watermelons fall on the ground, get ran over, and destroyed.
Kobe. I'm sorry, it's still too soon.
So if we're going feel good, get you hyped up songs for country, mine would be Small Town Throwdown by Brantley Gilbert.
Ooh, I like Brantley Gilbert.
Great song. Absolutely.
That is a
song.
But another song that really didn't get that kind of was people were kind of like iffy on was Bottoms Up. I like Bottoms Up too.
I do too.
Yeah, I do.
Tonight is Bottoms Up. Yeah, I like that song. Now, the second question we were talking about too was, in your opinion, who'd you like best, East Coast or West Coast rap?
I'm probably gonna have to go West Coast.
Ooh, boom! Oh shoot, we some gangsters in here.
No. So before we go any further, we're going to show the age range. You ready? Big Boy, 34. 36. X, 38. Same effing era, bro. We know what we saw because we lived it.
Exactly. And then the other thing we were talking about, like you know how when you get pissed off at work, and I'd be like, back in the day, if I get pissed off at work at somebody, I go home and I play Grand Theft Auto and take the frustrations out on that.
On the strippers?
Oh. Oh my God.
I guess they weren't strippers, streetwalkers, but yeah.
I said the same thing, Chef. I told him he did the exact same thing. Not 7 minutes ago, I told him the exact same thing.
Like literally the same thing, bro. Like I was like, man. He said Vice City. I said San Andreas. What was your favorite series?
Oh, Chef's a Vice City guy too.
The last one I played was Grand Theft Auto 2.
Oh, that's old school.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What?
That's
the last Grand Theft Auto I ever played.
Well, you know what that means, Jake. I think we need to have a YouTube podcast party playing Grand Theft Auto is in order.
I'm just going to sit here and say this, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to kick the old man out of the podcast, and we'll be right. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
yeah. Back in my day, kids, we played GTA 2.
Hey, mad respect though, because man, I remember the first Grand Theft Auto. That freaking what was that view called? Like the overhead view, man. Hey, you know what? That could lead to our next topic: best video games.
Oh, man, we didn't even finish the East Coast, West Coast, man.
Oh, well, we need to finish. We can finish that.
Hold on. Simmer down now. I know you're hyped up on coffee, but simmer down now. Let's do one topic at a time before we jump into 17.
I'm sorry. It's called
East Coast, West Coast. East Coast, West Coast. All three of us picked West Coast. Okay. So, West Coast, we'll make it easy. That way we can move on to video games.
Sorry, 300 grams of caffeine.
Favorite West Coast songs from the people that we know that we grew up on. You can have multiple same songs from the same artist, or it can cross different genres, but just strictly West Coast, since that's exactly what all three of us picked. Chef, go ahead.
Ooh, okay then. I would probably go. I really like Warren G.
Yes.
Are we going to go top?
Man, I am loving that.
Are we going to go with 5 of them?
Yes, yeah.
I mean, you could go 5 artists, or you can go 5 songs. This is up to you. You already picked Warren G, so you could stop there. There's 5 solidified.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, then we'll go Gin and Juice by Snoop.
Oh my gosh! Man, bangers already, bangers. I don't know. I can top that list. Shoot.
He said, "My homie Dr. Dre came through with the king of Tangeray and the fat ass J of some bubonic chronic."
All right, Killer. You got 3 more, brother.
Yeah, I got 3 more. This might not be a very popular opinion, but
Don't matter. Yours.
Gangster's Paradise by Cooley.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
That's a classic. I give you props for that one. That's good.
Yeah, I got to give you props for that one too, man, because that's a song that shaped a generation. So that was that was one of those like generation anthems. So you know what? 2 more.
2 more. Bust a Move by Young MC.
Okay.
And then, even though it was against my former life, I'm gonna say fuck the police.
Boy, you meant to say that, Jay. Look, man, I don't know what's going on right now. Like we're like all clicking on the same cylinders right now because we literally just said that song like not even like 10 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, literally.
Jeez.
How he walked around the house saying that, yeah, so yeah, dude, we're cooking like finely tuned cooking oil. I mean, that good cooking oil, that olive oil. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there you go.
All right, Jake, it's your turn, brother.
Let's see. West Coast. Well, I'm the OG in the group, so here we go. Dr. Dre, Chronic album, the entire Chronic.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do it by artists because a couple of these artists just had several things that the entire album just kind of defined me. Tupac, Ain't Mad at You. That whole album. The Dog Pound, Snoop Dogg.
Man.
I gotta agree with Chef. I can't, but I'm just gonna say Warren G as well. You know, because the only thing you have to know is just simply this: regulators, mount up.
Hey, mount up.
That's it.
It was a clear black moon. That's my song too, dude. In the east side, in the LBC. Yeah, the song. All right, man. We are cooking good.
But I will. I'll have to take it down. Kind of a somber touch. One single individual song was "Life Goes On" by Tupac.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I'm feeling that.
Yeah. So broke it down. I listen. I have listened to more Tupac than I can possibly account for. I have listened to more Dr. Dre than I can possibly account for. I've listened to more Snoop Dogg than I can possibly account for. I've listened to more NWA than I can possibly account for. Eazy-E, all of them. Like I can keep going. I really can. But as far as like songs in the middle of so much violence and so much hatred that just really touched my life the most, it was that one. So
Yeah, that's solid choice. And
Is it my turn?
It is.
Okay, you ready?
I don't know.
Here it goes. First song is 1, 2, 3 in the 4. Snoop Doggy Dogg. Number G thing. Let me get a little bit of cruising down the street in my 6'4", jocking the beat. It'll be easy. Regulators, Warren G. Of course, no, Dr. Dre, the classic album. No. A little bit of that Snoop Dogg, Gin and Juice, and then and of course Tupac, the Mama song. I like the Mama song.
I appreciate how you raised me and all the extra love that you gave me. I wish I could take the pain away. If you can make it through the night, there's a brighter day. Every day I'll be all right if you hold on. Every day is a struggle, gotta roll on. And there's no way I can pay you back. But my plan is to show you that I understand. You all appreciate it.
Hey, that's right, bro. Man, solid list. I mean, solid. It's very solid. I mean, it is
all right.
Very solid.
So I just saw the time, big boy. We've approached the other 20-minute mark. We're going to take a quick pause. We'll be right back. We're going to touch on a couple more topics, and we're going to get real in every aspect of the conversation. We'll be back. We'll be right back with what, big boy?
Keeping it real with the Big Boy Life Podcast. That's right, everybody. Thank you for listening into the podcast. This is your boy, Big Boy. This podcast is brought to you and sponsored by Terra Jersey Enterprise. Terra Jersey Enterprise will hook you up with some custom shirts. Also, Terra Jersey Photography, capturing your moments of today to make them last for a lifetime. But like I said, this podcast is brought to you by Terra Jersey Enterprise. First one on the block.
Oh, yeah.
You feeling pretty good, brother? It's been a long time since you've been on here, man.
Not feeling too bad. It was a little bit of a rough day head-wise, but I'm good now.
Hey, man. That's good. Hey, I like the little video, the food videos that you posted on there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Professor X will be on in just a second. He's got to go to the little boy's room.
Understandable.
But yeah, man, I like the video, man. I still want my Alfredo, you know.
Yeah. Let's see here. You want just the sauce, or do you want the whole thing?
Oh, Mark, Chef, you know me. I want the whole shebang.
All right, let me hook that up for you on Tuesday. How's that?
Heck, TD, yeah. But
All
yeah,
right.
man, how's life been treating you, brother? I mean, how's your health? I know you've been struggling with some health issues, which every now and then I get a thought about you, and I kind of tell the good Lord up there, hey, have His hands over you and stuff. But how's your health going, brother?
Not really that much of a change. It's still a struggle day to day if I'm gonna have a good day or not.
Right, right.
But I mean, it's got to keep pushing forward.
Well, that's all you can do. That's all you can do. That's all you can do, brother. I mean, it's just life itself. It's life in general. You just got to keep pushing forward because there's always going to be something that's going to try to hold you down or hold you back. And the question
Yeah,
is, are you going to let it control you? Or are you going to,
yeah.
let it knock you down? So
About 4 hours ago ish was the first time I've been able to get upright today.
wow.
Yeah,
Well,
when this hits, it hits hard.
I'm glad you're. I hope and pray that it continues to become better for you. Like I said, I thought about you tonight, and I said, you know what? Let me see if Chef is up and see if he wants to get on this podcast tonight because we're all hitting on some good cylinders tonight. The energy's up there, the vibe is right. I said, hey, let's see if he was available, and he was, and I was like, heck yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
So
most generally I am.
has the fact that you're not at a certain place now helps out now with the stress level.
Yeah. Yeah, in that aspect, yeah, basically most all stress is gone.
Well, that's good. I tell you, man, stress is a mother, man. Stress will, I mean, when it's stress that you can't control.
Yeah.
That's where it gets you. It's the stress that you can't control, and
Yep.
and that's where it's hard because there's some stress out there where that you can control it, and there's other stress out there where you can't control it.
Right.
When that stress is there and it's not your fault and you can't control it no matter what you do, that's when it kind of really messes with you and they mentally form. Like I was telling Professor X, man, today's my first day off in 13 days. So
Jeez. Yeah, I was hearing you a lot of Sundays now too.
yeah, they've been working Sundays too. So like I said, the first day off in 13 days, and I seen online where they called the second shift in on tonight to run one of the lines, which I was fortunate not to have to go in, because that would have been 14 days. And then my next day off wouldn't be like Saturday. So I've been like 19, almost 20 days straight. So
Yeah. At any job, the longest stretch that I did straight was 28 days.
Mm.
And that was
yeah, that gets you. Like I worked at one job, man, where you work 7 days on, 12-hour shifts and 7 days off, which wasn't cool. If the pay was a lot better and they was still there, I would still be doing that, man, because you work half the year.
yeah.
So, but the pay sucked. So,
Yeah.
Professor X, hey,
Hello, gentlemen.
Welcome
hi.
back.
How's everybody doing?
Oh, we're pretty good. We just have this little bit of intermission, a little intro mission talk about stress, about how it can affect us and stuff. But hey, you're back, brother.
Yeah, every time stress affects me, I just try to do 4 cups. I always feel better.
I just go home and take a couple shots. But yeah, man, it's like I tell you, it's a lot. It's
A couple of shots of water doesn't count.
well,
It
sometimes
doesn't.
you just got.
It doesn't count.
How hard was that shot you took last night, bro? Bro, I'm telling you, it was so hard. It was H2O.
Yeah. And I did.
Oh yeah,
2 of them.
I took that spark H2O.
Whoa, did you just say a sparkling H2O?
Yeah.
I'm out. No way. That's too hard for me.
Oh, hey, chef, what's the name of that real famous sparkling water? It starts with a P. Perrier.
Perrier.
Yeah. Big boy goes home and takes shots of Perrier every night.
Every time I have a Perrier in my hand, I feel like I'm just like 10 times better than everybody. I be walking through Casey's gas station with the Perrier in my hand. Be gone from me, you peasant! I got my Perrier. Like, really, dude?
I'm the same way when I drink San Pellegrino.
Yeah, and I have my Perrier once a month.
I tell you, hey, so chef, I tell you in their water now that they're carrying that Speedway gas station. That water that you always had. What was it called?
Oh, Liquid Death?
Yes, so that Speedway gas station now.
Do they really? Awesome.
Chef is getting up extra early tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to go find his water.
Yes, I am.
Because what we just heard right then is Chef is the water boy. He likes special water from a glacier in Alaska.
Oh my god!
Glacier in Alaska now. That's a little too easy.
Man, that was one funny show, man. Yeah, that was one of the most funniest movies I've seen in a while at that time frame. Because it was like, you serious? Like, people really like that though.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, one of the funniest and extremely underrated, but yet extremely successful actors of our generation has been Adam Sandler. Like,
oh yeah,
dude, the stuff he does is just comedic gold to our generation. And it's like, I had a conversation with my dad a few days ago, and I was like, you know what, Dad? I remember once upon a time you said that you hated Adam Sandler. And man, he went off on a 10-minute tangent. He's like, I can't stand Adam Sandler. It's the worst comedy ever, blah, blah, blah. And I sat there and I let him get through all of it. And then when he finally took a breath, I went, I really like him. I think he's hilarious.
I like him too. I mean, a lot of people are kind of like, they don't like him, but and some like him. He's like, he's kind of like he's kind of like clam chowder. You got some that like him, and you got some that don't like him.
Yeah,
but I like Adam. I like Adam Sandler. He cracks me up, man. Deeds was hilarious.
But that's the reason why I like him so much. It's because he's funny across so many different genres. Like, you've got one movie where he is a grown-up kid. You have one movie where he is a pissed-off hockey player who learns how to golf. You've got one movie where he is a nobody in some hill jack town in Vermont. You've got another movie where he's so popular that Kate Beckinsale is cast as his wife in the movie. You have another movie where he's sitting on a wall with a little kid and kicking something and screaming, Scuba Steve. And then you have a movie where he's sitting and acting opposite of Jack Nicholson, the original Joker. Like the original Joker, y'all. A guy who's been in the movie industry since the 60s. And that movie was absolutely hilarious. That's Anger Management. That's the reason why I like him so much. He's funny across so many different genres.
You can't forget Daddy Daycare. That was Daddy Daycare. What was the one with him and Kevin James?
I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Yes, that was funny too.
Yeah. Yep.
But he's so versatile. That's the thing about it. He's a very versatile actor.
That's what I mean when I said all that. Like, he's made so many different comedic movies based off of umpteen amount of topics. Like, even to the point where, he does 50 First Dates with Drew Barrymore. That movie was hilarious.
Yep.
And then 10 years later, him and Drew Barrymore do another movie called Blended. And it's based off of he has 3 kids he has 3 girls and she has 2 kids, and they both pretend to be somebody else, and they go on this African safari trip, and then they kind of grow together and they end up together. It's just a funny movie. It's
you can't forget Wedding Singer.
No, you can't beat. Oh, somebody kill me, please.
Oh shoot. But yeah, he's a good actor. I mean, he kind of reminds me he's like a different style of like a Jim Carrey.
Oof. Yeah.
Like Jim Carrey can play almost a lot of roles too. And he's funny, but Adam Sandler's like a different style of a Jim Carrey. Like, I mean, they're both great actors.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think Chef does too. What do you think, Chef?
Oh yeah.
That's the thing with me. I appreciate comedy that evolves with time, but yet still makes references to the old timey jokes. They still pay homage to where they came from. And
Right.
I think Adam Sandler did, a lot of justice to that. Because in all of his movies, if you stop and you think, at some point in every movie that he did, he made a reference to a movie that he did earlier.
Mm-hmm.
One line, 1 word, 2 words, and if you knew them, then you caught it. I don't know.
Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Well, you know the thing about it though, like there's so many actors out there, but a lot of actors, they can't play multiple roles, like multiple style of roles. Like another actor that can play just about any type of movie, Denzel Washington. Like he can play happy, sad, mad, glad, bad guy, good guy, motivation. He can play any kind of role and kill it.
Yeah, you're right. I would have to say the role that he is best at, though, is Pissed Off.
Dude, Training Day, son. Yo, that was a classic. That's a classic movie. I mean,
where has my little? Where can he be?
He's like, I'm surgical with this man. I'm a surgical with this. He's like, I will put cases in all y'all. King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
Yep.
I love Denzel Washington when he can play a motivational type, very, very, what's what I'm looking for? A very, controversial role, like, the Titans. Remember the Titans? Like, that's a good movie.
Oh yeah, that's
You're talking about the versatility of his roles, right?
Yeah, like exactly. And then like he play a role like the Equalizer movies. Like what? Like this dude is like a beast.
Hey, did y'all ever see the Book of Eli?
Yes, dude. I
You
did
want
not
to?
know. I did not know the dude was blind until the end.
Yeah, you want to talk about a crowning achievement for him acting wise? Like seriously, as I mean, I can go through filmography with you as well. But dude, the Book of Eli was sick.
Dude, that movie changed a lot of. That movie changed a lot of. It was it was a very special movie. You know, what I mean, it's a very special movie because, like I said, I mean, you did not know at all that the movie that the dude was blind and he did all that stuff, and it was a great movie. It's like, and then next thing you know, it comes out the dude's blind, at the end, you're like, wow. So, like I said, I have to say Denzel is going to be like one of the top 5 actors ever.
I would agree with that too.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna throw out number 2. Then you're gonna put Denzel at 1, even though I have to disagree with you because I think number 2
No,
should be number 1.
no, I'm saying like top 5.
No, I know, top 5. But what I'm saying is Denzel came out first, and if that's the route you're going to go, I think I have one who is actually I think I have 2 who are better than Denzel.
Ooh.
I'm just going to throw it out there, and you guys can take off with it. I'm going to throw out 2 names: Morgan Freeman,
Oh, man.
Samuel L.
Yeah.
Jackson.
Samuel,
Yeah,
I'm going with first.
all right. Yeah. Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah. More Jake. Professor X. I will tip my hat to you if I had a hat on right now. Morgan Freeman is a beast. I mean, that dude has pioneered the film industry to a point where it's like, no matter what the time frame is, you would still go back and watch Shawshank Redemption, even though the movie's like 20, 30 years old. Where the case, and I'm not sure how it is, but I'm saying you would still go back and watch that movie and still be entertained.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shawshank Redemption is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, absolutely. Mine too. It's actually number 3 on my favorite all-time movie list. So you did it, big boy. You did it. You segued us based off of what I just said into our next topic. What's your guys' top 5 favorite movies? It doesn't matter what you think the top 5 favorite movies. Your top 5. Chef, kick it off with you, bro.
Okay. Well, starting off with a bang, Liar Liar, all-time number 1.
Oh, I love Liar Liar. I can't lie.
They said, "What are you doing?" "I'm kicking my ass. Do you mind?"
I'm kicking my own ass.
He said,
Oh my gosh. I said, oh, the classic movie.
He said, "The color of the pen that I hold in my hand is."
Oh my god, I got tears in my eyes. That's so.
I
But
love that movie, man. That's a good damn pick, bro.
But can't you hold it? Yes, I can. But I heard if you can, it'll damage your prostate to make it very hard to get an erection or even become aroused. Well, if that's true, I better take a break myself.
Oh my gosh. Great choice, dude. That was a great choice.
He said, "First day, yeah. So far, everybody's been real nice to me. Yeah, that's because you got big jugs. I mean, your boobs are huge. I mean, I want to squeeze them. I mean,
Oh my god. Oh.
Shoot. Okay, so number 2. is completely on the different spectrum. Hoosiers.
What was it again?
Hoosiers.
Hoosiers. Oh man.
You said Hoosiers?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be that guy. I never heard of that movie.
Oh. Hold on, Chef. Moment of silence for our podcast with him until he.
Yep. My head is bowed. I am.
He lives in Indiana.
I know. That's what.
Okay, first of all, because I live here, it's like not because by choice. Okay, and number two, I will watch Hoosiers tonight because I'm hopped up on caffeine anyway. So I'm gonna watch it. Okay.
Yes. And report back to me.
Oh, I will.
All I am going to ask you is tell me what you thought of Butler Arena back then. Okay?
Yeah.
Oh, man. You are a student of the computer. I cannot believe that, man. I can't.
That took me a little bit by shock.
Being the basketball aficionado he is, though, like I that does not compute to me.
No, not at all. Not at all.
All I'm going to say. Okay, here we go, Chef. Big boy, have you ever seen the patient wear uniform?
That's right, everybody. Thank you for listening to the podcast. This is your boy, Big Boy. This podcast is brought to you and sponsored by Terra Jersey Enterprise. Terra Jersey Enterprise will hook you up with some custom shirts. Also, Terra Jersey Photography, capturing your moments of today to make them last for a lifetime. But like I said, this podcast is brought to you by Terra Jersey Enterprise. It was one of those forced commercial breaks.
Yeah, that's what it was. Your sponsors were getting mad at you.
Well, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that then. I mean, I've heard of that movie, Hoosiers. I've heard of it. I just never watched it. So
it is fantastic. Like in my opinion, of sports movies, that is all time number one in my opinion.
You think that's better than Rudy?
Yes.
Ooh.
Which Rudy was going to be in my top 5 too.
Oh, delay.
Oh, delay. Oh, delay. Oh, delay. Be back.
All right, catch me up. What happened while I was gone?
So we're just talking about the Hoosier movie. So you didn't miss much. So
did you finish what I said, Chef, about the hickory uniforms on the Pacers?
No, I didn't catch that.
Have you ever seen that, Big Boy?
What's that?
When the Pacers wear the uniforms that say hickory on them?
I mean, yeah, I've seen it, but I didn't hear you talking about it.
I've seen the old school Pacer uniforms they have, but I've never seen one with one have the hand and the ball, but I've never seen that one before.
So you can YouTube it. Just type in Indiana Pacers hickory uniforms.
Mm-hmm.
Those hickory uniforms are based on the school that you're talking about in Hoosiers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did not know that. All right, Chef. What's your other ones?
All right. We're gonna stick with the sports team. I'm going Rudy.
Well, that's not gonna be that's Professor X. That's a Professor X. Ooh, he's an Ohio State guy.
Oh, I know. I don't like Notre Dame.
No. Ohio State guy, yes. But Rudy, damn good choice.
It is. I watched it like 3 times in school, and then this board, and then also this again.
Let's see. Cannot remember exactly when Rudy was released, but I can tell you exactly. I've watched it in between 60 and 70 times in my lifetime. I love that movie. Like, it is, I don't care how many times I watch it. I don't care how many times. Knowing that my favorite quarterback of all time was on the team with Daniel Rudy Rudiger, and that's one Joe Montana.
Yep.
That's pretty freaking sweet.
Yes, it is.
You know what's kind of crazy though? You think about like there's a whole bunch of movies out there, sports movies that or have our favorite actors that we just named early in it.
Yep.
I mean, so go ahead with your other favorite movie.
All right. So by my count, I got 2 more.
2 more.
All right. Well, Lone Survivor.
I do not think I've heard of that one.
Me neither.
Ooh, it's if you like war movies,
Yes.
then I can almost guarantee you will love that one.
Okay.
It's the story of Marcus Luttrell. Him and a team of SEALs with him, 2 other people went in behind lines to take out, a certain individual. They get ambushed. It might be.
Sounds good, man.
Oh, it's
Lone Survivor.
Lone Survivor. Yep.
Check that out too.
All right, you got one more, Chef.
Apollo 13.
Ooh, classic. Oh, classic.
Hey, Chef, I just got a question to ask you in the in the words of my friend Bobby Boucher. I mean, in the words of a scene from The Water Boy. Is there a girl you're seeing?
Do what?
I'm going to ask you out on a date with that list of movies you just listed. Yeah, never mind. Wake up, Chef. We're in comedy hour.
I'll check with my girl, see if me and you can hook up on a date. That'd be fine.
All right, as long as it's a golf date, just tell her I'll steal you for a golf date, and she can have you the rest of the time.
Okay, that'd be fine.
All right, so Chef threw out his 5. All right, big boy, what's your 5?
That's right, everybody. Thank you for listening into the podcast. This is your boy, Big Boy. This podcast is brought to you and sponsored by Terra Jersey Enterprise. Terra Jersey Enterprise will hook you up with some custom shirts. Also, Terra Jersey Photography, capturing your moments of today to make them last for a lifetime. But like I said, this podcast is brought to you by Terra Jersey Enterprise. That was my fault on that one.
Itchy finger.
Well, I was telling X that whenever I start the app and like switch over to send the link out, like my volume or something it's not loud enough, so I have to have the phone like close to my head, and when I turn, my nose hit the X button.
Happens
So-
to the best of us.
So he'll be coming on shortly. Hopefully, I sent him the link.
Yeah,
But,
yeah, he'll be here.
Yeah, my list is gonna be hard. That's the one, man, because so I'm gonna throw out some classics that we've all seen. So start with my favorite movie of all time. Like I can watch it anytime of the week, anytime of the day, and still be so happy to see it. And then The Lion King. I love The Lion King.
Oh yeah.
Number 2, you can't forget Forrest Gump. Classic. Number 3. Here's a classic right here that y'all might know it, but you can't forget Homeward Bound.
Yep.
Oh man.
I love Homeward Bound. Number 4, favorite movie, which could also be number 1, of course, Shawshank Redemption. Number 5, favorite movie of all time. Oh boy. Couple of my favorite actors in this movie. I had to say Ace Ventura. I love Ace Ventura. And then I'm sorry, guys. I gotta do it. An honorable mention. I gotta do it. This is a new school one. Not really a new school. It's newer, but it has 2 of my, I say, top 10 actors in there. One of them's a top 5. The one is like a top 20. Can't forget Django with Samuel L. Jackson, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Jamie Foxx.
Not a bad choice for honorable mention.
All right.
So
So, for future, you are no longer allowed to have caffeine before we do these podcasts.
oh, why?
But I don't know. Chef may remember you. You may be just a bit too young. Chef, do you remember Ricochet Rabbit, the cartoon character?
Yeah, I do.
That's how I feel Big Boy is tonight. I'm Ricochet Rabbit. Bing boom bing.
Yep. Just kind of bouncing.
He just bouncing around from here and there to everywhere. And but I mean, I see you over there, Shaq. You dominating that paint tonight, ain't you?
Well, this is how I get stuff done, on a Sunday night when I'm off, is I do the podcast, take a big shot of caffeine. Then after I get done with that, after you get done the podcast, I'll actually sweep the floor, wash dishes, clean the house up, because it won't get done until next weekend.
Right.
And,
So,
I apologize to our listeners, that my caffeine rush is pretty heavy because I've discovered Black Rifle coffee in a can. It's amazing. So, hey, if Black Rifle Coffee Company wants to sponsor this podcast, I would love to suck on that juice at any time.
Oh. Jesus.
Sorry, kids.
How am I supposed to do my top 5 movies after you just yelled out to a sponsor, I will suck on your juice anytime?
hey, X. Know they say the freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night.
Oh, good God, son. Good God. You get on to me for the way I cuss sometimes, but good Lord. God. He said, "This will make you feel good."
Oh, jeepers. All right, buddy. Your turn, man. Your turn, X.
So, top five movies of all time. My favorite. Number one. I don't think will ever be unseated. V for Vendetta. Number two. Gladiator.
Oh man, I love Gladiator.
Yep.
I just did it. I just did the little teenage girl, kick your feet on the bed thing, little thing.
Number three for me, we all have one movie in our top five. All the exact same movie. Shawshank for me. That's number five. Oh, I'm sorry. That's number three. I'm sorry. Number four, Braveheart. With
Braveheart.
One of the best movies I've ever seen, and it just kind of touched on every area that you can absolutely touch on: freedom, individuality, unification, independence. The list goes on and on. It just touched on so many different topics, and it was just executed flawlessly. And I would have to say my number five is for now and will ever be Remember the Titans.
Yes.
I just good God, that was just such a feel good movie. And the fact that they did it with sports, something that at the core of almost every guy's being, he's just absolutely in love with, is the sports world.
Yep.
And it showed unification and brotherhood in a way that it had never been seen before during that time period.
Mm-hmm.
Like they
And
say,
hence, Denzel Washington is in it.
Yeah, I mean, we could throw it out, but like you also said earlier, we could have just a favorite Denzel list, but we're not going to get into that.
Right.
That is a deep subsidiary topic. So,
Yeah, I'm not sure you guys want to have a 7-hour podcast.
So what we're going to do now is I'm going to throw it off to a new topic that the last time we did a podcast, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to tell either one of them. I'm just going to spring it on them because I know this is how we roll. Because Big Boy told me on our very first podcast, we keep it real. Doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter what we have going on, we keep it real. So, what's the best thing y'all ate today?
Ooh. Can I say first?
Absolutely.
East Star Buffet, Chinese food.
What did you
Yep, it had Chinese food today. It was amazing, like always.
Just a buffet of different items.
Yes, yes. Oh man, okay. I think it's hard. It's hard to choose from because it's like a fat kid going to a candy store. It's like, oh my God, I want jelly beans, but then again I want licorice, but then again I want chocolate. Then I want, oh my gosh, head explodes.
That's why I can't go to buffets.
Same.
But yeah, I like Chinese food. I had Chinese food today with the family because of my sister's birthdays in a couple of days, and I seen my baby niece for the first time, and the whole family got together, which is quite rare since everybody works different schedules and all that. So yeah, I had Chinese food today.
Well, that's good a reason as any to have Chinese food.
Well, what about you, Chef? What's the best thing you ate today?
Well, didn't have hardly any of an appetite today. This is because of my head. But when I did eat something, it was just Italian meatballs.
Mm.
That's it.
Mm.
Which is very rare for me to not eat much of anything.
So last night, Big Boy knows this. I haven't told you this yet. I had family come in to visit. My brother, my sister, and my 4-month-old niece. I just met her for the first time.
Nice.
They came in, and last night I made a chicken Alfredo.
Mm.
Oh boy! I think for once I might have finally outdone myself.
Very nice.
I honestly think for once I might have finally outdone myself, and I was chef to chef. You'll get this. I was mildly pissed. As good as that sauce was, I didn't use seafood.
You didn't?
Mm-mm.
Well,
No, I used chicken. I made chicken Alfredo. But when I tasted that sauce, I was like, good God, I hate myself for not using shrimp or scallops right now. Or shrimp and stuff.
Well, I'm just going to interject here. Both y'all owe me some Alfredo, and I will tell you which one's the best.
and I told you you're getting food on Tuesday.
Oh, no. Chef's is the best. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying I made my best Alfredo last night. Best Alfredo I've made so far. Heavy whipping cream, coarse black pepper, Parmesan cheese, tablespoon of butter, minced garlic,
Ooh.
and a little bit of nature's food. It turned out phenomenal. I was so proud. So proud. First time in 5 months I've been proud of a dish I made because it wasn't just dinner. It was a dish.
Yeah.
That's the thing about it, though, is like Alfredo is like one of those meals that I can just eat anytime. It just, no matter what, it always tastes and sounds good to me. Like I made one night. I used chicken and shrimp Alfredo, and it was, oh my God, it was so good.
Okay, so Tuesday, what proteins you want in it? I know you want Alfredo, but chicken, you want seafood? What do you want?
It doesn't matter to me, man. I want to learn how to make the cream though, like from scratch, instead of like buying the Alfredo in the jar.
Making a cream-based Alfredo sauce is so easy, and it looks and sounds and tastes like it's so complicated, but it really isn't. What makes it complicated is getting it seasoned to your own personal take. That makes it your own dish, not just a general dish. See what I'm saying?
Right.
So, for me, my greatest ally cooking thus far, and I'm going to throw this out there. My greatest 3 allies have been Worcestershire sauce, butter, and minced garlic.
Oh. Mm.
It's funny you say that because I made some steaks. I took some steaks. I put a dry rub on there. I put garlic, onion powder, Worcestershire sauce. I put a little bit of blueberry liquor in it, and of course salt and pepper. And I let it sit and poured a little bit of water in there, and I sprayed some olive oil on it. Had it in my container, shook it up, and let it sit in the refrigerator for 2 days. And dude, I put it on the grill. Oh my God, it was so good.
That sounds delicious.
That sounds really good. Yeah. I bet that blueberry just took it to the next level.
Yeah, I brought some in for Lou and Alex, and they said, man, it was on point. Like, and then even though, like, he said, like, You really didn't even need no steak sauce. It was that good. It was so tender. You can cut it with a plastic knife.
Ooh.
All right. Well, we got two. So down to you, chef. Go ahead and educate us.
What my like what my top things are for cook? Is that what you're wanting?
I'm sorry, you cut out, buddy. I didn't hear you.
Oh, you're good. You want my top my things that are
The best thing you ate today.
Oh, I already said that. The Italian.
Oh,
beef.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you.
Oh yeah, you're good.
Now we still need to have our cooking podcast on video. You know that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to sit back. So this is what's going to happen. All right. So when we do have this podcast, Big Boy is going to be Rachel Ray.
Really?
Chef Holloway is going to be Bobby Flay, and I'm going to be the unschooled member of the audience who comes up and just tries all the dishes that you make. Yeah, that sounds good. That's what
Why
we're
did
gonna
I be a girl for?
I mean, that last whining statement you just made kind of solidifies it.
Yeah. Good.
Why can't I be bam Emerald? Why can't I be Emerald? Bam.
You guys can be whoever you want to be. I was just throwing out a set of guidelines.
Hey, next time, hey, I got the equipment, so we gotta do this.
I will be whatever you want.
So, if this is actually what you really want to do, then I think the very first episode we talked about this. I think a little bit on the last podcast we were all three on was about doing barbecue, right?
Ooh. Yeah.
Is that because all three of us actually exchanged recipes on the podcast that night? If you guys remember.
Oh yeah.
So, Chef, I'm going to tell you right now, I am dying to have you try my maple glazed jalapeno bacon ribs.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
Just the sound of that sounds so good.
Sounds phenomenal.
But I also know that Big Boy has a killer barbecue rib recipe.
Yeah, I've been known to, Fatbacks barbecue, been known to throw some good old rib recipe, which is kind of funny to say that I got a rack of ribs in my freezer anyway, so.
You're ready to go.
Because when I do my ribs, it's a 3 to 4 day process before I even cook them. So.
Oh, hey boys, I just want to tell you something real quick. I got a corned beef brisket tonight.
Really?
I like that. That sounds so good.
Guess what else I got, Chef?
Another person coming to join you when you make this corned beef brisket.
You gonna do it?
I'll come over.
Oh man, you both are coming over. I mean,
hey, I'll come over and I bring the laptop. We just do a podcast right then and there. I got the mic.
I'm just saying. I make a real mean corned beef and cabbage. A real mean corned beef and cabbage. Touched to my my Irish.
How
roots.
mean is it?
It's, hold on. I got you. Anybody who knows football, it's Ray
Okay.
Lewis.
Ooh.
Ray Lewis, man.
Okay, that's mean.
Yep.
Yep, that's me. Well, I think we got that set up, man. We have to do that.
Yeah, you guys
So
just tell me.
we're about almost an hour and a half into this podcast, so I'm about to go ahead and throw out the closing thoughts because I got to take care of some chores. Adult life.
I got crucified the last 2 weeks for tapping out earlier, and here you go. All right.
Hey, I know, but I can't clean and podcast at the same time. I wish I could because it'd be awesome.
All right. So I'm going to interrupt you because I'm going to steal your thunder mildly, and I'm going to do this. You want to throw it off to the closing thoughts. You take us out on the closing thoughts and topics. You lead it off, and Chef and I will follow.
All right. So let me start off with the closing thoughts intro. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I'm.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the closing thoughts intro, we're Keeping It Real podcast with Professor X and the Chef. Well, it was a very fun night tonight. We was able to have a awesome special guest again, which needs to be honored more often. But it touches back on that one podcast X we had a long time ago. I think like 2 or 3 podcasts ago. And it's about, remember I talked about how you can be friends with somebody. You may not be able to talk to them talk to them very often. But as soon as you talk to them, it's like fireworks, like everything just comes right back. This kind of happened tonight. Now, we haven't had Chef on the podcast for a long time, but he came back on there. It flowed together. So, what that's saying is that no matter what the distance, no matter what the time frame, always keep your true friends close. Chef?
Very. I guess really all I can add to that is, thanks for having me back on. This was a fantastic time. I've really missed the both of you. And on the distance thing, I'm a firm believer now in distance in relationships, friendships, stuff like that is a phenomenal way to go. And got to do it. Communication, it's unreal. You cannot put it into words.
Huh. Well, I guess it's my turn then.
Yeah. Professor X.
Well, hell. You had to go and make it emotional, Chef.
My bad.
I appreciate somebody else on this show besides me being emotional for once. So that's a good thing.
All these podcasts, Jake always has a way to make me cry a little bit.
but I echo that sentiment that you just said. Outside of my 3 kids, outside of my family, you two are honestly, I would have to say, top 3. My favorite 2 people to talk to. My favorite 2 people to text. My favorite 2 people to tell stuff to. My favorite 2 people to act like I am a teenage girl with.
Ooh.
You got to keep it real for me on that type of level. I feel like on that type of level, I can always trust you guys and be honest with you guys, and not have to worry about you guys using what I tell you against me. So I'm going to sum up my closing thoughts based off of true friendship. True friendship comes not when you most expect it, but when you least expect it. And sometimes, the last person you think you're going to be best friends with is the absolute person that you're going to be best friends with, because they're going to help shape and mold you and teach you things about yourself and your life that otherwise you may not have ever learned.
And I attest, I can say true to that with me and Jake.
So for real, on that note, I am so very thankful for the both of you. Big Boy and I have talked a hell of a lot lately. We have done stuff. Chef and I have had several conversations off the record that people don't know about, and we've gotten closer and we've bonded a lot. We are real life guys, and we each come from completely different backgrounds. So Big Boy's white, Chef's a cop, and I'm the hoodest of everybody.
He just sounds white. Really? Wow. Okay. Well, just call me Benjamin.
What's up, Franklin? Honestly, that's it. Like, just stop trying to control your destiny and let fate find you. Take care of yourselves and each other.
That way, thank you, y'all, on the Big Boy Life Podcast. Good night.
Good night, everyone.